serving Central PA for over 94 years.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
At Giant, it's never been easier for you to shop smart. Discover low prices on the items you buy most. Save on thousands of items every week with new Red Bonus Buy savings. And with gas rewards, you save big at the pump. You'll love how your savings stack up. Only at Giant. Earn gas extra reward savings every time you shop and pump up your rewards even more with weekly bonus offers in-ad and in-store. Gas extra rewards go farther at Giant.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Friday night football action. Todd McCall, Jerome Presley here at Chapman Field. We're ready for kickoff. Central York, Cumberland Valley. Jerome, really right from the get-go, we're expecting a great 4A matchup here.
Yeah, definitely a great matchup, and it all starts with the kickoff return.
Running hard to the right side, and then I tell you what, that's something Cumberland Valley does. They also very good on special teams. That's Jake Palmer, the sophomore, crosses over the right side, cusses over about the 20-yard line, and Cumberland Valley will bring that wing T offense out. And really running game, and very seldom do you see a pass, but when they do, it's very effective, Jerome.
It definitely is, and the one thing about a running football team is when you're in practice, you get your timing down, and that's what they do with this offense. You see a fullback with a wing, 2 wings as they come out this time, and they want to run the ball 2 tight, 2 wings.
Josh Ferguson under center is the starting quarterback tonight for Cumberland Valley, and already he's dropped real early, cutting through on the left side. Central York defense is already talking about not being able to run on against them. That's the one thing they've got to shut down. And coming up making a tackle, number 48 on the play, that's Justin Panito. Panito coming busting through, and I tell you what, Ferguson didn't have much of a chance at all, Jerome.
And that's a blown assignment up front, and that's the one thing when you run the wing T, you have pulling guards, and sometimes defensive linemen can just, where the guard or the lineman moves from, they can shoot that gap, and there he made a play.
Gives on the left side, and you're going to see a lot of different backs for Cumberland Valley in particular. They got to have a 3-headed weapon on the right side to carry. His first carry of the game is Shedrick Shara on the carry.
And again, that's a straight fullback dive up the middle, and just good play to start off to get that yardage back from the defensive stop.
Just like they always do it, crossing the 40-yard line, picking up a lot of headroom is Connor Long on the left side. Connor Long's a dangerous back. He's a shifty back. When he does get his shoulders square, he is very dangerous.
And what you see is just defensively, this is what you don't want to see from Central York. You have to be able to set that edge downfield for a big game.
Connor Long picking up a 25-yard carry scamper. Another first down for Cumberland Valley as a chains move here in the first quarter at Chapman Field.
On the field and get that defense rest.
Ferguson give is to Joseph Heichel. He's a senior. He's 5'9", 185-pound fullback, also linebacker.
And I'll tell you what, Todd, that middle trap on the wing for the wing T is very hard to stop because you don't always see the quarterback deception. He gives that ball off to the fullback. He's still doing the run action of the running backs or the halfbacks in the back. And that middle trap can bust for big gains because no one sees that running back coming through the lane until he's all the way in the secondary.
Cumberland Valley taking her time on offense. Ferguson is going to give again to Joseph Heichel off to the right side. Let's go down to Archie Smith on the sideline. Archie, this is that wing T offense. What is Central York going to have to do to adjust here defensively?
Well, I'm actually liking what Central York is doing. They're throwing a lot of different schemes. They have came out in a 4-3, a 4-4, and a 6-2.
And you talk about that 6-2. You know, in that time, especially if it's a 6-2 and you're covering up every lineman on the Cumberland Valley offense, that is that bear look that you have everybody covered up. So it makes it harder for those pulling guards to trap people in those circumstances.
Long count by Ferguson. Ferguson giving to Heichel. Heichel busting off to the left side. And now Central York getting a little more stingy with those different looks, as Archie alluded to. And a host of Central York Panthers bringing them on the tackle.
And this is the one thing with the wing T, it sucks you up to play the run, and that's where the passing game, you talked about the effectiveness of what you can do in the passing game. After you suck that defense up, get the linebackers up, get those safeties up, they start peeking in the backfield, then you can get one over top of them. So Cumberland Valley is very good at scheming that way and making sure that they lower you to sleep in that running game.
Stroman on the tackle for Central York. He's the Iron Man. He was the Iron Man player last week on their win over West York. Central York Ironman Stroman plays 90% of the plays. He plays both ways.
Yep.
95% of the plays you'll see number 30 on offense and defense.
You don't see that as much anymore because football is such an all year round sport. You have more players that are out. You know, before where you would have maybe 30, 40 kids on some certain schools, you're getting 80 guys coming out for football. Right. So it gives you a lot more people to play both ways or to not play both ways.
Heichel and Long are the two backs. Give us DeLong off the left side, and no room there as he's met by the Central York Panthers right side. Stroman on the tackle, coming up and make a great tackle. Swanson comes up to make the tackle.
And Swanson, we talked about setting that edge, and you saw Swanson come up from his defensive back position, and he set the edge and made the tackle. And that's what Central York has to do on those wide run plays. You cannot allow yourself to break contain if you're the last defender on the outside.
Ferguson's completion is good to the athlete of the team from Cumberland Valley, number 2, Charles Ketcher. Ketcher's only a sophomore. He's 6'3". Many people say that he's one of the better players they've had, younger players down here at Cumberland Valley. He makes a great move, picture perfect, and look at him get that foot down. Great camera work by our Invicta sports staff.
Hey, that would have been good in the NFL, and he used all of that 6'3" frame to get up there at his highest point and catch that ball. Great play.
Red zone opportunity. The give is the 22 on the left side for Cumberland Valley. That's Connor Long. Families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Steve Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares about your needs. No account is too large or too small. Let Pack Financial and Steve Marazzo design a winning game plan for your retirement. Call Steve at 717-564-6400 and ask about the free, no-obligation retirement projection. Stand on their feet and looked like he lost the ball. Looked like Heichel lost the ball and Central York recovered, but man, heads-up play by the center for Cumberland Valley. I mean, my goodness, that ball bounced out, and what an opportunity. If you lose that ball in that red zone, you would hear it from that coaching staff.
And I'll tell you, linebacker number 30, Elzier Stroman, was right in the middle of that defense, made a brilliant play, but he didn't wrap. And it ended up, you know, there was more yards gained after that. And you got to come up on that wing T. You have to wrap these ball carriers. They are hard to bring down. They work out very hard in the offseason. There's some tough kids.
Give us to Heichel. Heichel picking up 2, call it, 5:32. And look at that, just that clock management from Cumberland Valley. Advanced Hoops is signing up players right now for the fall 3D basketball training. Call 657-2620 or go to advancedhoops.com to see the list of 5-on-5 game speed, shooting, or crossover intensity classes. Call Charlie Fortney at 657-2620 or go to advancedhoops.com now as classes are filling up. Full house backfield. The keeper by Ferguson. Ferguson is going to pound away and be just short of the goal line. And really a good call. I mean, the middle was softened there a little bit, and Ferguson kept it.
But one of the things you pointed out, this has been a long drive. It's 4:56, 4:55 counting in the first quarter, and Central York has not touched the ball yet on offense. This has been a long, sustained, will-enforcing drive by Cumberland Valley.
Old school 3 backs in the backfield. Ferguson giving to Heichel, bouncing up, and Heichel's going to cross, square his shoulders, touchdown. Cumberland Valley Eagles just like that. They've been doing it so many times here. It just becomes second nature for the men in red and white. Touchdown, Cumberland Valley.
And again, that's debilitating. I mean, you actually give up so many yards, almost 80 yards on a drive that sucked up so much time. And there you go, right up the middle. Touchdown. And again, that drive just sucked up so much time on the and now you're sitting here as your Central York. What do you do?
It's up and it's good. And Connor Long makes it 7-0 Cumberland Valley. More after these messages. Cumberland Valley, very effective first half drive, touchdown, running game. We didn't see the ball put in the air at all.
No, I mean, just once. It was one,
sorry,
the one pass play on the sideline. It was in a grid passing play, but that's what you're going to get from Cumberland Valley. They chew up the clock, they run the ball, and they use all 3 backs. That's what makes them so dangerous. Is they use all 3 backs, a lot of misdirection, and it gets your defense thinking. Todd, instead of reacting to just playing football, they're thinking, and they have to think because they have to keep an eye on who's playing. And by then, the running backs are 5-10 yards into your secondary. So you have to play more stout, and you have to. It's something you have to practice against, especially when you don't see the wing tee a lot. I mean, you think about it. Years ago, everyone ran a wing tee, and now Cumberland Valley is one of the few teams that run it.
Connor Long's kick is up. Carlos on the right side, running, really kind of running for his life is Goff. He's 5'8", 158 pounds, running back, defensive back. He's a junior. He crosses over the 25.
And I'll tell you, if you're Central York, you want to score, and we always talk about you always want to score as quickly as possible. The one problem with scoring quickly is you get that defense back out on the field, and they just conceded a huge long drive that took up so much clock. You have 4:31 to work with. In the first quarter, you're just touching the ball for the first time.
Strine in his offense, number 15, the quarterback, the senior. He had 225 yards last week, as Drum talked about. Strine put it up in the air. Game winner last week. It's going to be tipped, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. His intended receiver on the play, number 6, Feckenstein. And
I think that was Dan Althouse who got his big paw up there and knocked that ball down, and it brings up a second down. So, Central York definitely want to equalize here. See if they can get a sustained drive themselves and see if they can put some pressure and get that defense some help, getting them some rest.
Falkenstein, 6 foot, 180 receivers, big hands, good target. You see those Twins receivers to the left and putting it into motion, and the ball is fumbled and quickly recovered by the motion man, Goff, the 5'9", 179 running back, defensive back. He's a senior. Heads up play, you had to get on it. Boy, that would have been another great opportunity for Cumberland Valley. They will force turnovers here.
And the last thing you want to do is not get any yards and give up the ball on a 3-and-out and give the ball back to that offense. And that's a mistake you definitely do not want to have. And now you're 3rd and 15. So you have a long ways to go to get a first down and try to keep this drive going.
Strine with some time, looking downfield. Rearing back, he has an arm overthrowing his receivers, and I really don't know who was there, Jerome. Just maybe a mix-up in the route.
And that's what it sounds like. And you give the ball right back to Cumberland Valley. You make no yards. You actually lose yards on the drive. And now Cumberland Valley gets the ball back. And you figure they can get the ball back and kill the half and end up scoring again very quickly.
Let's go down to Archie Smith on the field. Archie, defensively, Cumberland Valley, what are you seeing?
Cumberland Valley is coming out on the 5-3. They're playing. They know they're going to pass, but you got a 6'3" safety. This kid, number 2, is a 6'3" safety that's back there is playing middle field. So, hey, it's going to be hard to throw those deep passes.
The punt was a net of 6 yards for Central York, and Archie alluded to Charles Ketcher. This kid's a sophomore at 6'3", Jerome. He's one of those players in the mid-state starting to get attention that might be one of the more athletic kids they've had here. And having that long, big safety, a lot like Archie. Archie over 6'1", tall, lanky safety. Yep. Archie, those long arms, too, as you know. That is beneficial for any safety in this game.
Yes, it is, man. Make a great play on the ball.
Give on the right side is, again, you'll see so many different backs coming in for Cumberland Valley. That's number 14. That's Minor. He's a senior, 6 foot 165, and they're quick, smaller backs, but they get to it, and more importantly, up front, the big boys really do block for this team. On the offensive line, Cumberland Valley, year after year, is strong. Armburst, Peters, Althouse, Dolan, Swartz, and Davis are your offensive line. Long receiver, running back, Klein, fullback, Nick Rhodes, and Josh Ferguson are your quarterback. Well,
let's give some love to Rodney Johnson in the defensive secondary for Central York, making some really good tackles. I count that as probably 4 already.
Ferguson finds his receiver running hard, number 22, Connor Long. They roll Ferguson out. Great play call out of the coaching staff. And more importantly, let's talk about the coaching staff. Michael Whitehead has done a great job down here in Cumberland Valley. On the other side, Coach Livingston at Central York, a long-timer there, too. And Brad Livingston, he's got his hands full right now with this Cumberland Valley offense.
And that was a nice 20-yard gain, moving the ball, matriculating it downfield. And here they go to the air. Second time, another completed pass.
Red zone opportunity for Cumberland Valley. Ferguson under center. He's going to give to Heichel. Heichel bounces off. Would have been hit in the backfield, bounced off one of the defenders and pushes forward. And making the tackle for Central York, number 54. That's Minetto on the tackle.
Well, Pinetto, number 48, came up initially and made the hit. So he was able to slow up the running back enough for his teammates to come along. And that's, you got to tackle soundly if you're Central York. You cannot give up a score here or a touchdown at least. And then you'll find yourself in a big hole.
.156 to play for Cumberland Valley. Ferguson. He's going to give it to Nick Rhodes on the right side. True Vision Realtors is the most enthusiastic and innovative real estate firm in Central PA. Offering multiple programs for sale by owner to full service. They are a locally family-owned business. They are serving you for buying and selling needs. To catch the true vision for your housing future, call Nick and Jody Pendolina at 717-925-9095.
We highlighted Rhodes in the pregame as a running back. You get to see, again, the variations of running backs that they will bring, and all 3 of them touch the ball an equal amount of times.
Heichel on the left side. Heichel busting through the left side, and is there a signal? Yes, it's another touchdown for the Cumberland Valley Eagles. The Eagles' wings are flying tonight. They might need to clip. Just like that, they put another one on the board. In Cumberland Valley, when they get up a couple touchdowns, Jerome, you have said it so many times watching these games. Look at this side. They're blocking, first of all, but when they get up, they are hard to beat.
Yeah, and you see the offensive lineman. You saw a pancake happen right there by one of the offensive linemen, and you just see them, they're asserting their will, and that's exactly what happens. And you chew a lot of clock, and you really hurt that defense. And by the time the fourth quarter comes around, I've said it, you don't want to tackle these guys.
Connor Long's point after is up and good. 14 points on the board for the Cumberland Valley Eagles. More football action after these messages.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back to Chapman Field. Beautiful night. The sun's going down. This is what I love about this area right here in Cumberland Valley. Look around, Jerome. The sun starts going down. You see that beautiful orange sky. There's just something about that pre-fall football. The beauty of that, the majestic beauty of it on a football Friday night.
Well, it's a little warm for the players still. It's a humid night. I mean, I figure you look at about 3-4 weeks out, then it's going to really feel like football weather for these guys. Right now, it's still a little humid. It's going to be important for both teams to hydrate, or all teams across the state to hydrate right now. And they need to hydrate, like we said last week, before the game starts. It's a weekly thing.
Connor Long's kick is taken, crossing over to the 30-yard line of Central York. That's number 10. That's Johnson. He's 5'11", 159-pound senior. Nice return. Decent field position on their returns. They're over the 30.
It's not bad. The key is can they put an offensive game plan together that can yield them positive yards and get them in the end zone.
Strine under center. Minute to play here in the first quarter. His give is to his tailback, Goff. Goff on the right side, going to be wrestled down by a couple Cumberland Valley defenders. Webb on the tackle, assisted by number 63. Dan Outhouse on the other side.
Good game. Good game by number 2, Goff. A small back at 5'8", 150 pounds, 55 pounds, very shifty. So he was able to use that elusiveness in the hole to get positive yards, and now they bring up a very manageable 2nd and 3.
Goff had 12 carries last week for 49 yards in their win over West York. Stein with a little bit of time is going to have to roll to his right. Looking downfield, pumps a couple times and has to throw it away, Jerome. You see that he does have the mechanics. He does have a good arm. And it's actually a great decision now, the quarterback.
He had to. I mean, the problem was there was only one receiver in the route. So once that receiver was bottled up, it made it easy for Cumberland Valley's defense of secondary to cover him. So once that one receiver's covered, what else do? You either tuck it and run it, or you throw it out of bounds, or you force a throw that ends up being picked. So out of those decisions, he made the right decision. But the actual play call itself with one receiver may have played into the favor of Cumberland Valley.
Strine talking to his tailbacks there, kind of getting the play. Looked like there was a little bit of confusion. Nick Strine with that hard, long count. Oh, my goodness, busting through. That's Groff on the carry, busting through, who plays both ways for Cumberland Valley. That's Heichel. You saw Heichel really had him in his grasp, just missed him. Right. I don't know how Heichel got through there unblocked, and he timed the count perfectly. And you see that Central York's having a little bit of trouble with that snap count because Cumberland Valley is on it the moment that ball is snapped.
Right. And Heichel is just a long list of very, very good, tough inside linebackers that Cumberland Valley has pumped through this program. So that's why he was able to bust through. They're well-taught, well-schooled, not always the biggest, but they always are tough football players.
Well, just like that, 14 points for Cumberland Valley, 14-0. That's the end of the first quarter. More football action after these messages.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Second quarter action starting here. High School Sports Live, ABC 27 and Vicka Sports tonight. bringing you a wonderful matchup week after week. We continue to bring you some matchups. Next week, Susquehanna Township, Central Dauphin East. That ought to be a great one. Tonight, Central Dauphin and Susquehanna Township. That's a great matchup. Across the board, Central Dauphin East and Wilson playing tonight. A lot of great high school football. We got a great one here at Chapman Field. Shotgun formation, first down and 10 for Strine. Strine's give is to Suki Barton. Barton crossing it over to the left side, picking up a few yards, and actually Central York has their best field position of the game.
Absolutely best field position, good run, and again, positive yards. A 14-0 deficit is not a hard deficit to overcome, but you have to establish some type of offense, and that is good offense. Very good blocking at the point of attack from that Central York offensive line.
How about Suki Barton with that hole that he had? You know, look at him off that jet sweep, and look right there. I thought maybe if he cut it up, he might have taken it to 6. Take it to the house there. Archie?
They're throwing a lot of different formations at Central Cumberland Valley, and here you go. Here another. Oh.
You know, Archie looked like he thought the pitch man was behind him, and that was just miscommunication.
You can tell that these guys have watched film on Cumberland Valley, so they tried to come together and put together different packages. So there was probably a play that was just installed this week.
And that
was rough.
That was rough.
Just went the wrong way, that's all.
There was just nobody there, and look at that. And
running back.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Drew.
Yep, no problem. Running back went one way, quarterback went the other. Quarterback thinking the running back is there. The problem is I think the entire offensive line went right as well. So it seems like that running back was going in a different direction and ended up being a busted play.
And that recovery was by Klein. Cumberland Valley, Klein recovers the ball. Ferguson now gets another opportunity just like that. 11-14 to play here in the second quarter. Cumberland Valley has the ball back. Rhodes with the carry. So you go Rhodes, you go Klein sometimes, you go Heichel, you go Long. I mean, they keep throwing backs at you, and every one of these backs are effective at what they do.
Yeah, definitely, but that good defensive play. And those linebackers are going to be very, very active from Stroman, Patino, Blunt, from that defensive line, Johnson. They all have to play a major role in stopping this wing T offense.
Connor Long with the carry of the right side, crossing the 30-yard line. Another great carry out of Connor Long.
Connor Long running with the ball for Cumberland Valley.
Did you know that the Cleveland Brothers is much more than just earth-moving and construction machines? We're rental and standby generators. We're truck engine service. We're Soul air compressors. We're global pumps and so much more. Visit us at clevelandbrothers.com.
Third down and 1 for Cumberland Valley. Ferguson's going to keep it himself. He's going to bounce to the left side, pick up the first down, still stay on his feet. And it's going to take basically the whole Panthers defense to bring him down. My goodness, did he keep the legs moving just like you told, fundamentally had been told, and picks up the first down, moving the chains for Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, it's just, just a simple keeper. Let's just get upfield, get the first down, but then you realize that you're still up, you can get more. So I think what happened was it seemed like some of the Central York players were tackling the wrong guy. And here the quarterback's the one still up.
Colin Vault come up to make the initial tackle. He stayed up high on him, and Ferguson drug him about 4 more yards. Ferguson back to pass, a little bit overthrown. That pass was incomplete and intended for Connor Long. That's going to bring up second down. Look at the clock just ticking away here at Chapman Field.
Definitely. And I'll tell you, that wasn't a bad play call. When you run so much, to then go and run a first down pass play, sometimes defenses aren't prepared for that. So I think the only difference is they were kind of spread out in a more passing formation with 2 tights, 2 receivers, and 1 back.
Ferguson tripping, but still giving the ball off to the left side. Crossing the 10-yard line, and flags are down on the play. Crossing the left side of the field. That would be, that's Minor going with the carry.
And this could be coming back. And it is.
It's going to be holding on Cumberland Valley on the left side. Oh, actually, Leo blocking it back.
Yeah, and I was going to talk about how the Cumberland Valley offensive line really got that left side sealed up pretty good, and I guess one of the reasons was because of an illegal block.
Second down 11 for Cumberland Valley. That defense for Central York has been on the field a long time. I know Coach Livingston would love to get these guys off this field with a stop. Kind of long on the right side. He's got one guy to beat. He's crossing the 10-yard line, picking up all of that yardage back and picking up that first down. He's going to pick up about 12 on the carry.
Yeah, and a really good gain. Again, sealing that edge. That's what Cumberland Valley does very well. And you see just the deep. Look at the linemen. They're getting out there. They're moving people. Just good, sound blocking. You look at Christopher Ambrust, great block that sprung the back and able to get outside. And when you have your linemen that can move, and that's what Cumberland Valley likes. They like those linemen that can move.
Ferguson give to Heichel. Heichel busts on the right side. He's going to be wrestled down by the left side of Central York. That is Gaffney, the 6'2", 215-pound defensive lineman. And also Brandon Jenkins wrestled him down.
Big defensive stop here. I mean, Central York cannot go down another score in this situation.
Rhodes got back to the line of scrimmage, and he's wrestled down, coming up and making a play. And I tell you what, there are some definitely talented defenders on that Central York side. They're going to be very, very, very effective. They can get off the floor and get some air, but wrestling him down on that play at Central York was Edliku.
And again, the longer those guys are on the field, the harder it is. I mean, it's just really, really difficult for them to keep going.
Ferguson's going to keep it. He's going to cross the goal line. Touchdown, Cumberland Valley. Got everybody shifting one way, come back left side, and Ferguson, the quarterback, picks up a touchdown. Cumberland Valley, things are going right tonight. Everything's clicking for the red and white.
It definitely is, and that's what you want if you're Cumberland Valley. The game plan, whatever you chose to do, from last week winning 33-0, coming into this game, you're already up 20, possibly 21-0, and you still have a lot of time in the second quarter. So, you're seeing this offense really put on a clinic.
Kind of long set. First point after, it's up and good. He's 3 for 3. That's 21 points put on the board for Cumberland Valley with 7:15 to play. More high school sports football action after these messages.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Jerome, we're going to go inside the locker room here. Just talk a few moments. You're Brad Livingston and his coaching staff for the Central York Panthers. You're getting the ball back. First of all, in that little huddle, you could see some excitement over there on that other side. Right. Some guys pumping up. I mean, what are you telling your guys at this particular moment?
I mean, what I'm telling them is to play football. I mean, at this point, you want to, guys, you came this way to play this game. We got to get in the game. We got to get our heads in the game. We got to do the fundamentals. Tackle, block, run. Do the fundamentals. Let's get back to the fundamentals and try to see if you can get back into this game. 21-0 is not an insurmountable lead, but if you can't generate any offense, whether by being stopped or by making mistakes, you have to do something.
Well, that's going to be a touchback. Johnson Rodney took it back into the end zone, so they'll get the ball back at the 20-yard line. 7:15 to play. You saw a beautiful shot over there on the sideline. We're going to be going to Archie Smith Jr. here in the He's going to be our man in the stands here. Cumberland Valley really brings the players, or I'm sorry, the fans. And every year you look on that red and white on the side, you can hear him over here as Archie's.
Let's go! Let's go!
Archie, let's go down to Archie Smith. Archie, you're in the stands. It's crazy tonight here.
Definitely down here. I can't even hardly hear you guys down here. You can hear the student section. They're going crazy, and even though they're up 21-0, they're here cheering their fans on. They're here cheering their players on. This is what you want to see as a player. This is what the experience you want to feel as a fan. Look at them.
And that's great. And you talked about venues. This is a very good venue for football. You know, I love to see grass surfaces. I know artificial turf is definitely, those synthetic surfaces are great, but those grass surfaces, there's nothing like it when you get to play on it.
Well, Goff with the carry on the left side for Central York. There's going to be flags down. Looks like it's going to probably be holding for on Central York. Let's go inside plays. Cumberland Valley is 28 plays. Central York 7. Make it 8. 8 plays. That one's coming back. Let's see what the call is. Definitely holding against Central York. Go ahead.
When you're playing, and there you go, it's a holding penalty, so it brings it back. But when you're playing against Cumberland Valley, you have to force them to pass. You can't have them, and Cumberland Valley wants to pass when they want to. And now when you're up 21 points, and you've taken down so much clock, you have total 100% control of this football game. And that's where Cumberland Valley is right now. And they've done this. We've seen this so many times against teams, even in the Commonwealth sometimes. They're able to get, once they get up on you, they could just wear you down and wear you down and wear you down with that running game. And they do such an effective job, extremely well coached.
Strine with some time, and he's going to throw a short one and tackle a big hit from Cumberland Valley, number 36 on the play. And he came up and he really kind of brought the wood, didn't he, Jerome? That's Quigley, the junior, 6'1", 190 pounds.
And he definitely brings the wood. And here you see the defense feeds off of the offense. And now they're starting to get hype. You got the fans hype. You got the offense is just really doing a good job. And now the defense is starting to crank it up too.
Second down and 20 for Central York. Strine's got to get out there. He feels the pressure. He's got to get out of the end zone. Bodies flying everywhere. Looking downfield. It's going to be intercepted. And just like that, Charles Ketcher, the sophomore, 6'3", 175 pounds, comes up and makes the interception for Cumberland Valley. Everything going right for the Eagles tonight. They are soaring, absolutely soaring here at Chapman Field.
They definitely are, and I'm still not understanding why Strine felt he needed to pull that ball down. Sometimes you got to try to hang in there and make a deliver a ball, and right there it seemed like, was there pressure? Yes, but that was something where you got to look down the barrel and get that ball off, and I know you had some pressure by big number 79 coming up trying to get you, but you have to make a play on that, and that's Robert Goodrich was coming up in his face, but still, you got to hang in there and try to throw a strike.
Ferguson has 5:55 to play here before half. Somehow actually picks up an actual that's Johnson on the tackle, had him in the backfield, but he actually got away. Advanced Hoops is signing up players right now for the fall 3D basketball training. Call 657-2620 or go to advancedhoops.com to see the list of 5-on-5 game speed, shooting, or crossover intensity classes. Call Charlie Fortney at 657-2620 or go to advancedhoops.com now as classes are filling up. Been clock management. 29 plays for Cumberland Valley, 10 for Central York, and just like that, Cumberland Valley bringing another quick, shifty running back. How deep are they at the running back spot? That's Young. That's River Young that came in. He's a senior.
And they've always been that way. I mean, they can probably go, 6, even 9 deep as far as running backs. And with the wing T, they all have different. You have fullbacks, but they all have different skill sets. And you have another shifty person, but a flag will bring this back. So Central York gets a break.
Much needed break here with 5:07 to play for Central York. Ferguson over getting this play from Coach Whitehead and the staff. Coach Whitehead's staff is Levi Muma, John Bates, James Fry, Greg Williams, Coach Schweitzer, Bradley Zill, David Hecker, Matt Fisher, excuse me. To give us to Heichel. Heichel staying on his feet, but Heichel fumbles the ball, but recovered in the need of time. And that's a big pat on the back there for number 79 coming up and making an absolutely great recovery when they needed it. That's Robert Goodwidge, the junior, with the heads-up play. You see Heichel here. It's going to pop out about right there at the 20-yard line from the backside hit. He didn't see him at all. He didn't see the defender at all.
Good tackle, bad break for Central York because they had an opportunity for possibly a turnover on this play. But again, the right place at the right time, the ball goes right to a Cumberland Valley player.
Connor Long bouncing off to the right side, picking up about 3. True Vision Realtors is the most enthusiastic and innovative real estate firm in Central PA, offering multiple programs for sale by owner to full service. They are a locally family-owned business. They are serving you for buying and selling needs. To catch the true vision for your housing future, call Nick and Jody Pendolina at 717-925-9095. Man, oh man, it's unbelievable that we're talking second half in a couple moments. The clock management, the time of possession, this is what the wing tee does when it's run effectively. Right here, just like that, grabbing another 6, 7, 8 grinding yards out of you.
And it will only get better because once you're up, there is no need to throw the ball at all. They can continue doing what they're doing. Central York has not shown an ability to consistently stop this offense. That offensive line, Christopher Amherst, Shannon Dillon, Daniel Outhouse, Peter Swartz, those guys, James Kodlick, they are doing an amazing job up front, and they're not an overly big group. I mean, they're actually a good-sized group, but a smaller group. We've seen bigger offensive linemen from Cumberland Valley in previous years, and these guys just get out on you, and they're doing a great job.
Nick Rhodes carrying to the left side. Brendan Jenkins, the senior, the 6'3", 245-pound senior, come up to make the tackle for Central York. It's 4th and about 1. Call it for Cumberland Valley here.
And Todd, take a look at Central York's defensive posture. Many of these guys at breaks, they have their hands on their hip, or they have their posture is not even that. It's almost as if they've already played 4 quarters and it's only the second quarter.
Give us to Heichel. Heichel bouncing untouched up the middle. Touchdown, Cumberland Valley. That's 2 for Heichel. And throw another one on the board for the Eagles.
I mean, look at the defense. Look at how easy this is, and it's only going to get easier because of the fact that they're continually getting wore down. And there you go. You can, walking right into the end zone. It's too easy, and that's exactly what you get from Josh Heichel, just straight walk into the end zone.
Connor Long's point after is up and good. Cumberland Valley, 28 points on the board here in the first half. More after these messages.
It's better at Brenner.
Come and see the best deals in town at Brenner Nissan during the Labor Day sales event. Cash in with up to $1,000 Nissan Holiday Bonus Cash on most 2015 Altima and Versa models. Drive a new 2015 Nissan Altima 2.5S for just $169 a month with $169 down. Plus, you'll save with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months on many models. Get to the Labor Day sales event at Brenner Nissan today on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 24/7 at BrennerNissan.com.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Welcome back. 2 minutes to play here before the half. 2:13 Cumberland Valley, 28 points on the board. Connor Long doing about everything. Another touchback. I mean, he's putting a good foot on the ball tonight. Now he's running the ball, kicking the ball. He's playing on special teams.
And again, I mean, if you're Central York, you're down 28-0, 2-13. You still have a whole half to play. And again, it probably feels like these guys have, especially on the defensive side of the ball, they've played so much more than that. I mean, and the offense has barely seen the field. I mean, they get on the field, they're either 3 and out or a turnover pretty quickly, and you give the ball right back. So you're seeing those early season mistakes that they may not have saw last week against West York.
If you're Central York, you start talking pride now. This is a pride drive with 2:13 here. You're going to need this at different times in game. Let's see what they do in their 2-minute offense. Cumberland Valley wrestling down, 3-4 guys wrestling down. Groff on the carry. At halftime, we have the really big show, the Central PA Food Bank and first half analysis coming up. Stay tuned at halftime. And more second half action. Cumberland Valley Central York here at Chapman Field. Well, there's just so much that confidence that you can play with when you're Cumberland Valley. You can just see it now, the bounce to the ball right now. That defense is fresh too, Jerome.
It is fresh, and the thing about it is you have a lot of backups right now that will probably have an opportunity to get in the game and get that experience. I mean, you're up so big right now, going to halftime, and I'm telling my guys, hey, get ready, and you may be able to sit your starters pretty quickly.
Strine's pass to Falkenstein was good on the sideline for about 3. Groff with the carry on the right side.
And it doesn't feel good to get shellacked like this. And you look at the Central York fan base, and you can tell they're almost shell shocked themselves, just sitting there. I mean, what you don't have tons to cheer about right now.
Strine getting the play from the sideline, taking a little bit of time, and now the clock's running down. It's under 5. I don't know if they're going to get this play off. They just got it off. It's the last play of the half here. Falkenstein's his receiver over the 40-yard line. He's going to be wrestled down, and that's going to be it for the first half, just like that. Wait, take that back. There's 4 seconds.
There's about 44 seconds
44
left.
seconds on the clock. I'm sorry. Where I was standing, I thought it counted down to 4. Apologize to the home viewer. But Central York is going to take a quick timeout to talk this one over. They got the ball over the midfield. They got it over the 50, just shy of the 50. I take that back, just shy of the 50-yard line.
And you said it, Ty. You talked about a pride drive, and when you come, you're trying to get some level of consistency here, and something to be proud about and to be happy about going in the locker room that you can hang your hat on. And so you're looking at something, maybe a big play, maybe some type of score, maybe a field goal or something to get some kind of positivity to go into the locker room at this point.
Yeah.
Because right now you're down so much, and you see the posture again of the Central York players, the Central York fans. It's almost to the point where they're not even in the game. So you got to try to get them in. It's a hard place to be if you're a player, hard place to be if you're a coach or a fan in a circumstance like this.
Well, you think you put one on here at halftime, come out and get a hold to start the second half, and maybe you can change the complexity of the game and get yourself back in it. Strine just always on the go here. There's flags down. I don't know if there was any receiver on this side. There's 3 flags down now. We've got them on the right side. Closest to the Cumberland Valley side was dropped first. Pack Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Steve Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares about your needs. No account is too large or too small. Let Pack Financial and Steve Marazzo design a winning game plan for your retirement. Call Steve at 717-564-6400 and ask about the free, no-obligation retirement protection. On October 17th at the Hershey Theater, area families are in for a magical night as the really big show is featuring rising country star Jessica Lynn, famous impressionist Christina Bianco,
performance painter David Grabati from America's Got Talent, and special appearances from WNBA's Maggie Lucas, Harlem Globetrotters A-Train and Belinda, the Harrisburg Symphony, and much, much more. The Really Big Show is a special benefit for big brothers, big sisters of the Capital Region. This event is recommended for families. To get tickets, visit HersheyTheater.com or call 534-3505.
Groff on the carry on the left side. Coming up at halftime, stay tuned for Charlie Fortney will be interviewing Maddie Young of the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the Capital Region. And that's coming up at halftime. We'll have analysis. We'll have a rundown of our stats and our numbers. Cumberland Valley, 28 points in this first half, and clock management and wing tee. And Jerome, you played in the wing tee at Shippensburg University. So, you know, if you're not seeing this thing often, I don't know. It is very tough to stop.
Well, I played against it, and I know I played against it in practice when Shippensburg ran it years ago. And again, there is a method to stopping it. A, you got to have the personnel, and B, you got to have the scheme. And I think the one thing that Archie did talk about was Central York went to a 6-2. That means you're committing a lot of players to the run defense, and you cover up each offensive lineman. So when a lineman pulls, you shoot a gap. And you try to follow right behind where that lineman goes, because the wing tee, you go to where the ball goes.
Well, coming up at halftime, Charlie Fortney will be with Maddie Young of the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Capital Region. More football action after these messages.
It's better at Brenner.
Brenner is back on Paxton Street with Brenner Pre-Owned. Choose from over 300 quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans. We've got your next vehicle that's priced to fit your budget. At Brenner Pre-Owned, we have financing for every credit situation, plus 100% guaranteed credit. We'll get you driving today. Get to Brenner Pre-Owned, back on Paxton Street or anytime at BrennerPreowned.com.
It's better at Brenner.
24/7 at BrennerPreowned.com.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her two boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
We're back with Maddie Young from the Big Brothers Big Sisters. This is the CEO, ladies and gentlemen, of the Capital Region. Yes, comes with a lot of responsibility, doesn't it, Maddie?
It does. It really does.
We're going to talk about the Really Big Show. The Really Big Show is awesome.
It is.
Jessica Lynn, rising country star.
Right.
October 17th. You can get your tickets at HersheyTheater.com. Right. David Garibaldi.
Right.
I got to keep saying that over and over again.
Right. He's from America's Got Talent.
Yep, and he was an artist.
Yes, he's an artist. Paints the music.
And one of my favorites, Christina, help me with the Bianco, impressionist.
Yep, she's on the Ellen Show all the time.
Okay, all in one show in Hershey. And not only that, some of my favorites, Maggie Lucas from the WNBA.
Exactly.
A-Train.
Right.
Blenda, some of the Tricksters, former Harlem Globetrotters, Harrisburg Symphony. Help me out.
Oh, gosh. We've got Candace Benson, who was on Gospel's Best, BET's version of American Idol. We've also got Kat Face from Philadelphia. She's a jazz singer. There's a whole host. There's 14 performers that'll be there that evening. And
Taylor Perry, Camp Hill.
Taylor Perry from Camp Hill. She's amazing.
She's a senior in high school, guys.
Absolutely. And we're working on the Milton Hershey Choir. So we're hoping that the choir can join us also from Milton Hershey School.
And we believe Redland Little League baseball team is going to be recognized.
Right, Redland will be there. Former First Lady Michelle Ridge will be there. She'll be honoring Redland, and we'll be giving them a plaque to honor them and let them know how important they are. Because Big Brothers Big Sisters is all about mentoring. It's all about kids achieving, and these are kids that have really achieved something.
And this event doesn't exclude those kids. It actually has not a red carpet, but Big Brothers Big Sisters purple colors, purple carpet. And those kids are going to get out of the limo, and they're going to walk up. They're going to shake hands with A-Train, Blenda, Maggie Lucas. Who are some of the other purple carpet items?
So the news will be there. Channel 21 will be there broadcasting live and interviewing the kids. We'll be live tweeting from the purple carpet. In addition to the Redland kids, we also have Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Little Sisters who will be attending. And their seats have been covered by a sponsor, a local sponsor, and so they will be walking the purple carpet, going downstairs. They'll be meeting Jessica Lynn and having a small mentoring session with her because she's actually got her master's degree in education.
Wow.
So mentoring and Big Brothers Big Sisters is something that's near and dear to her heart. So we're excited.
Well, and here's something else I wanted to ask you, because I can't help but understand that at Cumberland Valley, Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Capital Region has a presence. Talk about the presence Big Brothers Big Sisters has at Cumberland Valley. You were very excited about that earlier.
We are excited. The Really Big Show is a way for us to raise money to expand programming. And this year, for the first time, Big Brothers Big Sisters will have a presence at Cumberland Valley. We will actually have high school juniors and seniors that are going to the middle school and elementary school to mentor. The school district's excited, we're excited. We've had our first session and 100 high schoolers came out. So we are well on our way to establishing a Big Little program right here on the CV campus.
Folks, now you know why it's called the Really Big Show. There's a really big lineup of talent, and it's for a really big cause, and we have some really important people that are making this happen. So get your tickets at HersheyTheater.com. We'll be back after these messages and for a special interview with Jake Adams from the Sentinel.
Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her two boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Welcome back. Our halftime report, 28 points put on the board by Cumberland Valley Central York. I'm here with Jake Adams from the Carlisle Sentinel. Jake, I'm just going to go inside for Central York right now. They've been on the field too much. What do they got to do to even make this a game in the second half?
I'm kind of curious myself because the weak side of the line, we saw 3 touchdowns. They went weak side, and there was just no one there on almost every single play. They've got some guys on the front seven that just last week against their opponent, they did a good job, but this week CV's got the answer, and I think they've got to try and figure out how to shore up that weak side to try and get anything going because CV's going to keep running there if they don't stop it.
And your opening paragraph, if I'm to give you the Carlisle Sentinel opening paragraph on the Cumberland Valley offensive line, I mean, what can you say enough about how they open these holes?
They did the job. I mean, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, there's been some mix-ups. It's week 2 still, but if you're the coaching staff, if you're Mike Whitehead, I mean, you got to like what they're doing here, especially, like I said, weak side. It's been amazing.
Well, this is Jake Adams from the Carlisle Sentinel with great coverage year after year. Cumberland Valley 28, Central York nothing. We'll be back with more halftime after these messages.
The Central PA Food Bank has been dedicated to ending hunger for 30 years. Currently serving 27 counties and distributing 27 million meals to those in need and expanding year after year. Central PA Food Bank Communications Director Brad Peterson is active in the community, creating awareness to area student athletes and helping them understand the need to help people.
Right here in central Pennsylvania, 1 in 5 kids don't know where their next meal is coming from. It's kids just like you. That's kids that you go to school with, or go to church with, or you work with somewhere. It's really encouraging to see these young men take an interest in others who aren't as fortunate as them. You know, there's so many kids out there that don't have the benefit of 3 meals a day, and because of that, maybe they can't be on the football field like these guys. So there are a lot of kids out there struggling, and to see them want to take part and work with the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank and do something to help kids who might be sitting in class with them, that's really heartwarming, and it really shows that these kids who are role models to the other students and some adults in the area can really make a difference right here in their community.
The Central PA Food Bank serves 800 other food distribution centers and needs volunteers, donations, and those willing to participate and organize food drives. The Central PA Food Bank is building a team that understands the need and the importance of everyone doing their part, and Brad Peterson understands that student athletes, and especially cheerleaders, can be examples of goodwill to other students in the school.
We are so lucky to be a part of football, especially wearing the green and white while we do it, that we all have that responsibility to help others. And this is one in such way to really help others in a big way.
To join the team and get involved with the Central PA Food Bank, go to centralpafoodbank.org.
We're back at Cumberland Valley with a special interview with Warren Stump from Capital Region Insurance Agency. This is about helping people in need, and Warren Stump connected with the Bethesda Mission and High School Sports Live. And Warren, your goal is at least 600 sweatshirts, 1,200 pair of socks. Talk about why this was important to you. And just so you know, I'm a believer. I already got my sweatshirt. It's actually a Capital Region Insurance sweatshirt that I'm going to get.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, why did you do this? What was on your heart here, and what did you want to accomplish?
First of all, I want to thank you, Charlie Wingate from Bethesda Mission, High School Sports Live, Advanced Hoops, and my team at Capital Region Insurance Agency for joining together to do something so positive for our community. As Chuck indicated, there's approximately 600 homeless people during the winter months. I used to drive my son up to Camp Curtin to play basketball. And we used to see a lot of people out by the Bethesda Mission in 20-degree weather.
Yeah.
So I felt like we had to do something for them. And I went in my closet one day and I saw all these sweatshirts.
I have a bunch of them too.
And I think I wore 2 of them. And our son. So I said, we have to put these to good use. And this is the way we spearheaded this program.
That's awesome. And I'll tell you what, I know the bands in the area are getting behind this cause. We have a competition going with the bands. $300 to the band's favorite charity or booster club who can bring in the most socks and sweats. So I'm looking to see which band wins. I know Cumberland Valley and CD are already talking about winning this thing. But Warren, we thank you for the campaign. It's kind of rejuvenated High School Sports Live. It teams up really well with our Central PA Food Bank theme as well. But again, thank you for that. We'll hear more about it at each broadcast for the High School Sports Live season. We'll be back in a little bit to get a little more halftime analysis for the Central York Cumberland Valley football game. I'm here with Warren Stump. Thank you, Warren.
Thank you very much, Charlie.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Welcome back. Just about third quarter action time. Jerome, let's go inside the numbers here in Archie. Central York They're 8 for 14, passing only 17 yards. Now this team, remember, 241 yards last week, and Cumberland Valley's only passed it 30 times. But look at this time of possession, 17:44 to 6:16. Archie, you first. What does Central York? I'm just going to go defense right now. What are you, your defensive coordinator? What are you telling your team? How can you get a stop in the second half?
Just don't quit. Keep getting better. Keep fighting to get better. I mean, suck it up. Don't let them just keep on, running over you, because that's what Cumberland Valley is doing. They're just lining straight up, and they're coming straight at them. Suck it up and let's go. Reach deep down inside. Let's fight. Second half. Let's finish. Let's finish strong.
Finishing strong and pride, and then, okay, now you get the ball back in Cumberland Valley. You're not going to put it up in the air, Jerome.
No, there's no reason to put up in the air. There's no reason to do anything else but what you've been doing. Line up, run the wing tee, kill clock. You'll get this game over very quickly, and you'll probably put up 4 more touchdowns. At this point, they haven't even been challenged. So for them, it's just keep doing what we need to do. They can start getting backups in the game. You can sit starters to get them fresh for next week, and really just start, continuing to do what you've already been doing. So I think that's what they need to do, just what they're doing.
First half action. We're going to look at the first half highlights right here for Cumberland Valley and Central York. Early on, great catches from Cumberland Valley. They put the ball up 2 or 3 times, but Heichel has 3 touchdowns. That one over the left side, and the holes are opening up with those big offensive linemen. Right here, Connor Long bouncing outside. When he gets square, very fundamental back, picking up big yardies, and that's just what Cumberland Valley does to you. They wear you down. Then Strine getting the ball back, and all of a sudden miscommunication. He thought he had his pitch man there. Cumberland Valley recovers. Strine getting it back again. Cumberland Valley went on to score a touchdown off that turnover. Now Strine has to get out of his own end zone. Kind of throws up a desperation heave, and that's intercepted by Ketcher. Ketcher takes it. Cumberland Valley gets the ball back, and untouched, Heichel walks into the end zone with a beautiful hole, and that's what Cumberland Valley does effectively. That is how they've done it all along. And Archie, from an offense perspective, you play defense. What do you have to do? What is one of the biggest keys in stopping that wing tee?
You have to crash the middle. Cumberland Valley is strong on their left side. As you see, the majority of their runs are going to the left side, but they're solid up the middle. So you have to have a great D tackle and a great middle linebacker to control those gaps. You want to play gap control and not eye candy against the wing tee.
So gap control is the key right now. Central York gets the ball back in this passing game right now because they're getting so much pressure. Right. Where are you seeing that pressure coming from, Drew?
It's coming from everywhere, and more importantly, the pressure is coming from themselves. Right now, you see Central York is not a confident team right now. So when you're putting that pressure on yourself, Central Dolphin or Cumberland Valley doesn't have to do much. So you got to settle you guys down, like Archie said. You have to play football. You have to play fundamentals. So don't be surprised if Central York comes out and just let's run the ball. Let's establish something. Establish a drive, and then try to open it up from there. Go 0-0. Don't worry about the score right now. You have a long season. Let's build on each play and try to have some success. Small success can become bigger success, which can help you in the long run.
Well, as you heard it right there from Archie and Jerome, we're going to have more action after this third quarter set to kick off very soon. More high school sports live action from Chapman Field after these messages.
Don't let the summer go by without a visit to Hoffman Ford. During the summer sales event, drive a 2015 Focus SE for just $195 a month with just $486 due at signing. Hundreds, not thousands. Or get 0% financing for 6 years and $1,000 bonus cash. A 2016 Fusion SE, $219 a month with only $512 due at signing. Or the 2015 F-150 Super Cab 4x4, leased for $346 a month with only $650 due at signing. It's the summer sales event at Harrisburg's premier Ford dealer, Hoffman Ford.
No regrets. If only she parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them. Erie Insurance.
You know, I thought they could stick with him.
And see, and it's only 7-0. Like I said, the Wilson game is the bigger one for me. The Wilson CD East. I thought that would be more competitive, and it could end up. Both of those games could end up being very competitive. A 7-0 Susquehanna Township down in the first half. That's not bad. That's actually success there.
Rodney carried the ball over the right side of the 20-yard line off the kickoff of Connor Long's kickoff, and it will be Central York's ball, 1st and 10. And they really got to make something happen. And Jerome, there's a beautiful crowd. They're going to stick here tonight with this Cumberland Valley team, and they've got a lot of expectations early on. They're painted all up tonight. Cumberland Valley's very festive. That ought to make a great shot for the news in ABC 27 and Greg Mace later tonight. What do you think?
Absolutely, especially that guy with the big hair with the glasses on. I couldn't come off of him. He looked hilarious.
Groff with the carry on the left side. Oh, was he met? That is one of those hits where you feel it day in, day out, and tomorrow especially. That's Quigley on the hit. That's a junior. Quigley goes 190 pounds. He doesn't look as big, but man, oh man, he's a big kid.
He's a strong kid, and that's what you said it, physical. You know, when we look at this offensive line, this defensive line, they're not overly big. They're very quick and they're very physical, and that's how you win football games, is physicality, and that's what you're seeing on both sides of the ball, is search your will on the other team, and Cumberland Valley has done that from the start of the game.
Trying back to pass. He's going to have to bounce out. They felt the pressure coming on, and man, he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
But he had time. He
Yeah,
had
he
a
did
lot
have
of
some
time. So
time.
either the receivers weren't open or he was not confident in throwing that ball.
McGregor Warren, the senior, he's 6'3", 200 pounds. Tight end defensive lineman coming up to make the tackle for the Eagles. We've got a little bit of time here as Strine's going over to the sideline to get his play call. Really no sense of urgency really out of Central York here to start the third quarter.
No sense. But the tone setter was that first tackle. That set the tone. That'll just take that urgency right out of you.
Strine looking left the whole time and just absolutely fundamental tackles. Archie, I want to come down to you. You see it, especially as a defensive perspective, and you play defensive back. These are absolutely fundamental tackles, are they not, from Cumberland Valley?
These guys are breaking down, staying with their technique, staying with their keys, everything that they'll practice, and they're coming out here and implementing it in the game. And that's how you play the game of football.
Jerome, it's nice having Archie Smith Jr., an Alabama State product, on the field for us. Bad snap. He's not going to be able to get that punt off, and Cumberland Valley is going to get the ball inside the red zone again for Cumberland Valley here in – it's 9:55 to play. Jerome, right now, this is not indicative. This is really not what you normally see out of Central York. This is a very well-coached team. Tonight, just things aren't going well.
Yeah, and sometimes, unfortunately, it snowballs. You know, you'll have a negative thing happens, and it snowballs, and before you look up at the clock, and you're down significantly, and you're trying your best to find some traction to make things better. And it just can't happen. It just doesn't happen. So, you know, it's still, you try to find small successes at this point, and that's what's difficult.
Ferguson's going to go to the air to Connor Long, just puts his head down and rumbles into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Valley Eagles. When things go well, they go really well. Put up the ball. Running game sets up passing game. You say it, Mr. Presley, so many times.
It does, and when the wing T is able to do all phases of the offense, and that means running the ball, passing the ball. You didn't even see the screens, the draws that can be brought on by the wing T. That offense becomes unstoppable at that point. If you cannot shut down the run, you have a long night, and right now Central York has a long night ahead of them, and it's still early.
Rhodes with the hold. It's down, it's up, and it's blocked by Central York. A breakthrough play for him. 9:49 to play. 34 points on the board for Cumberland Valley. More football in the third quarter after these messages.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Don't let the summer go by without a visit to Hoffman Ford. During the summer sales event, drive a 2015 Focus SE for just $195 a month with just $486 due at signing. Hundreds, not thousands. Or get 0% financing for 6 years and $1,000 bonus cash. A 2016 Fusion SE, $219 a month with only $512 due at signing. Or the 2015 F-150 Super Cab 4x4, leased for $346 a month with only $650 due at signing. It's the summer sales event at Harrisburg's premier Ford dealer, Hoffman Ford.
Let's go down to the field to Archie Smith Jr. Archie, on that last play, the wing tee, very effective. They went to the air, and I just didn't see anyone really on that left side. Is that just miscommunication on defense? What did you see down there on the 10-yard line?
That's the thing that the wing tee bring, guys, the eye candy. This quarterback has threw 3 passes, and he's 3 for 3. The eye candy. Fake it to number 33. You slide your wing back out in the flat with the slant over, uncovered, walk in, touchdown.
Thank you, Archie. Another touchback for Connor Long. Central York will have the ball at the 20-yard line here in the third quarter. And let's talk on another note. We're here at Cumberland Valley. You know, it's a festive place. I am a concession stand man, Jerome. You've got Chick-fil-A. You've got Rita's down there. And then they're bringing milkshakes up here. It's like a kid in a candy store for Jerome Presley.
Yes, it is. I love coming here for a lot of reasons. Again, seeing good football, but I always come and I look at that. And I'm so amazed by the number of places, and these are named places. So the food is really good. And when they said milkshakes, you had me.
Interception by Connor Long across the 30-yard line.
He's taking that to the house.
He's crossed the 20. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Cumberland Valley Eagles. And the crowd is crazy on the red and white side. Let's go down to Archie Smith down on the field. Archie.
The basic cover 2. Set back in the flats. Let the pass come to you. And as a great DB, you have to be able to finish after the catch. This young man is on fire tonight, guys.
And I tell you, there's nothing like being a DB and being able to get a pick 6. Archie knows what it feels like. I know what it feels like when you get that ball and you turn into an offensive player and you can take it to the end zone.
32-yard return from Connor Long. You just see he's in the right spot, just stepped up, and really from that point not touching. He's so quick. That's the one you think about many years after when you get a little bit older.
Oh, yeah.
When you're like 45.
Well, you hope that you have more. You know, you never know. You may get a couple, and then you can come back and kick a field goal, too, the extra point.
Connor Long's point after is up and good. 41 points on the board for Cumberland Valley. More after these messages.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Don't let the summer go by without a visit to Hoffman Ford. During the summer sales event, drive a 2015 Focus SE for just $195 a month with just $486 due at signing. Hundreds, not thousands. Or get 0% financing for 6 years and $1,000 bonus cash. A 2016 Fusion SE, $219 a month with only $512 due at signing. Or the 2015 F-150 Super Cab 4x4, leased for $346 a month with only $650 due at signing. It's the summer sales event at Harrisburg's premier Ford dealer, Hoffman Ford.
Well, set to receive for Central York is Johnson Rodney back deep. Connor Long has really been kicking in the end zone. He's doing just about everything tonight, Connor Long. I mean, just took one to the house for 32 yards. He's a very fundamental running back when he squares his shoulders. He finds holes. He's shifty.
He's having fun right now, and I think that's what you're seeing from the entire Cumberland Valley sideline is they're having a good time today. This is a great way for them to open up their home season, being home at Cumberland Valley. And they have some big games ahead. I mean, every game will not be like this. When they get into the meat of the Commonwealth, when they see Cumberland Valley and they see Central, Harrisburg, and you see Central Dauphin East, you see that brutal Commonwealth conference. It's not going to be this easy. But what this does for you, it gives your players a lot of confidence. that they can do very well. State colleges, I mean, they're going to be playing them as well. So it gives you a nice tune-up to get ready for the brutal conference that you're playing in.
Goff stepping to the left side. He's kind of bouncing around. He's going to be taken down and tackled on the play by number 36, Quigley.
And I'll tell you what, we've talked about the dominance of both sides of the ball for Cumberland Valley. And we saw it last week when we were at Central Dauphin, and we saw that defensive line. And we know what CD East brings to the table in that defensive line. So they're going to see some really tough lines. But they've seen it before, and they've done well in previous years. They're a 9-win team. They come out of the gate and they're a 9-win team pretty much every year. So they're going to do their thing, and they do it well. And they practice hard, and they're going to be ready. And this is a tune-up game for them.
Shaheem Goff on the carrier. We talked about him having 49 yards last week. He's going to have to continue to step up for Central York for them to compete at this 4A level. Goff finding a big hole across the 50-yard line. Big carry of the night for Shaheem Goff and Central York. Moving the ball, moving the chains. It's going to be a first down. Let's take a look at this. This is a beautiful hole opened up by this Central York line.
Yeah, beautiful play right up the middle. And again, some success.
Christian Arrington on the tackle for Cumberland Valley.
Goff on the carry on the left side, wrestled down by a host of Cumberland Valley Eagles. Connor Long and Ambrose on the tackle for the Eagles.
Pack Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Steve Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares about your needs. No account is too large or too small. Let Pack Financial and Steve Marazzo design a winning game plan for your retirement. Call Steve at 717-564-6400 and ask about the free, no-obligation retirement projection.
Central York having a little bit of ball movement here now, getting themselves back here, trying to find the pride drive is what we've been calling it. 6:38 to play here in the third quarter. 3rd down and 2. And they're going to move the chains. It's going to be a first down. Wrestled down on the play. Christopher Armburst made the tackle. He's 5'9", the junior.
Advanced Hoops is signing up players right now for the fall 3D basketball training. Call 657-2620 or go to advancedhoops.com to see the list of 5-on-5 game speed, shooting, or crossover intensity classes. Call Charlie Fortney at 657-2620 or go to advancedhoops.com now as classes are filling up.
5:57, first down and 10 for Central York, picking up 7. That's Norega for Central York. He's a junior. He's 5'8". That's Goff Norega. Starting that shotgun formation. There's twins to the left. Quigley wrestling down. Coming up, making a great tackle on Norega. Quigley is now, his number's being called a lot. Number 36, very physical player. But Central York having some success now with the running game.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely having
success.
Exactly, and I think what you're also seeing from Central York is they maybe from Cumberland Valley, maybe putting in some backups as well. But I'll tell you, looking at that defense, they are not liking this idea of giving up this yard. Angry about this. They're up 41, and they don't want to give up a score. But as we talked about pride, a pride drive, and for Central York, you want to find success so that you can build on it for next week. It's a long season. This is only game 2. You haven't even hit many of the games in your own conference. So just because you lose this game doesn't necessarily take you out of the playoff hunt and trip Quad A, and it doesn't take you out of your league title. So you still have a lot to play for.
Norega finding some room. wrestled down by catcher on the defense on the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
And again, a score here, it gives you that feeling of, you see the coaches, they're still going to coach. They still want to build off of this and see if they can get something to build off for next week and get you ready for league play.
Trying to give it to Noriega. Noriega around the left side. He's got some blockers, but he's going to be wrestled down, and making a great play is arm burst. Let's go down to Archie Smith down on the sideline. Archie, Cumberland Valley right now, they're bending, not breaking, but Central York having a little bit of success here now with their running game.
Well, Cumberland Valley has substituted their young guys in, and man, these young guys are giving this first group from Central York a run for their money.
There's depth everywhere here at Cumberland Valley.
Noriega with the carry.
And I think he's going to move the chain. So, again, good sustained drive. Keep running, keep blocking it. We talked about it at halftime. Instead of coming out and throwing, let's settle things down and let's run the ball ourselves, not worry about the score. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're running the ball. They're finding out that they're able to run the ball, and you're giving that confidence. That offensive line is getting confidence. Okay, we can move the ball. Let's do it. Let's put it in the end zone.
Strine under center. He's got twin receivers to the left at the camera there. Strom is off to the left side. Doing the Banner halftime kick or third quarter kick coming up. 25-yard field goal. Scott Hobby will have an opportunity to kick that 25-yarder for the 40-inch big screen HD TV. So you think he has his foot tonight? Does Scott Hobby have that?
I hope so, because, every time I've seen this whole kicking thing, they're going to make this hard, and usually sometimes the hardest yards to get as an offense are right inside the 5. Why? Because the offense has less room to work with. The defense has more protection from the end zone in the end line, and you have more ability to come up.
Well, just like that, Groff is into the end zone for Central York, their first score of the night, and he gives acknowledgement to the man upstairs. Touchdown, Central York.
And that's a pride drive right there for Central York. Chewed up a lot of clock, but again, they weren't worried about the score. They went to fundamentals. Let's run, let's block, and let's see if we can get in the end zone, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
He kind of gave Cumberland Valley a little taste of their own medicine, just grinding it out, forcing it out, some good blocks. And now they're going to go for two. Strine will go under center for the two-point conversion. Strine's going to go to the air for the two-point conversion. He's going to overthrow Groff, and that two-point conversion will be no good. And here it is, a touchdown in your living room. Here's Groff crossing the goal line, jumps over the defender and walks in. And we'll be back with third quarter action after these messages.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
How about we cut some fat from the system? How about we lose the hot air and secondhand smoke? Let's give everyone a great choice of doctors and remember we're our own primary care providers. Let's build better plans and pick up some better habits along the way. It's time to be the change we want to see in healthcare and the change we want to see in ourselves. Let's do it all for health. Highmark, Blue Shield.
Central York puts a pride touchdown on the board. Connor Long's going to pick the ball up from the 3-yard line and across all the way to the left side. He's an exciting guy to watch. Stiff arms a few, puts his head down, crosses over the 15-yard line. Man, he kind of just does it all, Jerome.
He put that shoulder down. I like that. You know what I mean? Put the shoulder down, get that extra yards. Definitely a tough kid. They have a lot of them. There's a lot of tough kids on this team. This team consistently pumps out tough kids. And here's the thing. We talk about this offense and how it's almost, you see it as not an offense that many teams are running, but they put kids at the next level. I mean, you have kids that do go on to college on offense and defense from Cumberland Valley, and they're able to go and do well and be very successful at the next level.
Well, Cumberland Valley's not even going to have to take a snap here. That's going to end the third quarter action. Cumberland Valley 41, Central York 6. And it's been all Eagles, but Central Dauphin puts one on. Now we've got a third quarter kick coming up. The Brenner Family Dealership 25-yard kick. Scott Hobby will be kicking it from 25 yards. We'll see if he has his toe ready. Scott, hopefully he stretched that leg out. He can win it,
man.
He can win. There it is, the Brenner Family Dealership, Nissan, Chrysler, and Jeep. Oh, look at him. He's already getting some people fired up. Scott Hobby's getting people fired up already. What's he got? More cowbell. Classic shirt.
So let's see. What kind of shoes does he have on, Todd? Does he have the shoes to be able to do this? I mean, I don't know. Is it loafers there? I mean,
I think he's got loafers on. We got Zach here with the hold. Let's see if Zach's hold good.
Oh
my goodness.
That, my friend, was one of the best situations I've seen with someone trying to kick the ball. It's never, usually it doesn't even go that far. He actually did an amazing job, and he just almost had it. He had the form, he had the good T-shirt on. He came out there, got hype, put it right on frame, just not enough.
Scott Hobby almost kicked a field goal. Let's go down to Archie Smith Jr. Archie, what'd you see, Archie? He went straight on, man.
Man, he was inches away, man. That was the great kick, man. I wanted him to make it so bad. He was inches away, and he had the straight leg with it too. Perfect
straight
form.
Leg, the old school. He went back. He went classic 80s with the box toes we were talking about earlier.
Minus the box toe, but you can't go straight leg without the box toe. Though.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you got a regular toed loafer, and you're going straight leg, that's not going to work. But he put it right on frame.
He had a loafer.
So
that was definitely
that's
a loafer.
Good for him.
Archie, could you see that? Were those slip-on shoes? What did he have on there? That didn't look like sneakers, man.
I want to see Archie's shoes. You got some.
I think
shoes.
he has some. He has some New Balances on.
New Balance. He went straight New Balance. All right.
I don't know if New Balances are the official football shoe of the kicking game, but hey, he put it on frame, man. I've seen many kids that come out here, they got all the form in the world, and it goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
So this one was right on. I got to give it to him. He did better than I could have done. So
he brought the excitement with that one. Sorry that he missed, but that's why we love to see that Brenner Family Dealership kick. That's
now,
so fun to watch.
Can we appreciate kickers, man? Can we please
definitely.
give some appreciation for the kickers, because they do a job that not everybody in America could do.
That's
and
right.
they get love when they make them, and they get so much flack when they don't.
Rabula into the game for Cumberland Valley, taking on the left side. He is a freshman. Oh, excuse me. I take that back. That's Minor on the left side. Correction on that.
Well, I want to give my high school All-American lineman award, and I'm gonna tell you what. I like this kid, Christopher Armburst, 5'9", 170-pound junior. Offensive lineman, so he's small at stature. This kid is pulling left, right, getting at the second level, making blocks. He's still in the game right now. Check him out, number 59. He's doing his thing, and he's not the biggest guy in the world. And what you're seeing him move guys that are twice the size. You're seeing him with that speed, and that's what they need. Guards, especially the guard position in the wing T, they are moving, so they need guys that can run. You don't see these big 300-pounders sitting at guard for Cumberland Valley. They need guys that can lead, block, foot. And I'll tell you what, those running backs want nobody else but him up front.
Tyler Sunday on the carry, the junior. He's 5'10". He's entered the game now for Cumberland Valley, 175-pound fullback, linebacker. Ferguson still under center, and that's Sunday in the backfield behind me. Palmer with the carry. He's going to be wrestled down by number 70. That's Wolfgram Michael. He's a freshman. He's 5'10", 230 outside linebacker for Central York. Second down and 7 for the Eagles. We want to thank the Invicta camera crew and production staff and Chad Edwards in the truck tonight. They have been on it tonight. Cameramen have been on him. Jake Palmer with the carry as a sophomore, 5'8". They keep coming with those 160-pound backs. They all begin to look the same, and now we get a host of new jerseys coming in. We're getting a fresh.
They just brought a whole offense.
They brought the whole offense in. Whole new offense coming in for Cumberland Valley.
And I figured they would do that. I mean, this is a good opportunity to get your young players in the game and get them experience against another varsity team. So this is why Cumberland Valley's so good now. These guys that you're seeing that are starting, they had opportunities in the past to do the exact same thing, and now they're the names of this team. So these guys, take a look at them, because they're going to be the ones 2 years down the road that'll be running the show.
Tyler Sunday with a carry on the left side, and Rich Bachman is the new junior quarterback. He's 5'10", 140 in the game for Cumberland Valley. Fresh set of downs, and he moved the marker. 1 first down and 10 with 7:34 to play here. Bachman under center. Tyler Sunday carrying the ball on the right side. He'll be tackled by number 70, Quincy Thomas. He's a freshman, 5'9", 215 pounds. Big size for Central York. Advanced Hoops is signing up players right now for the fall 3D basketball training. Call 657-2620 or go to advancedhoops.com to see the list of 5-on-5 game speed, shooting, or crossover intensity classes. Call Charlie Fortney at 657-2620 or go to advancedhoops.com now as classes are filling up. Give on the left side and going to the end zone. He's not going to be touched.
Oh,
but
no.
right at the last minute, coming from nowhere, and I spoke way too soon. Jake Palmer's wrestled down.
And he saw 6, man. He was
saw
not
6,
thinking he was going to get
man,
tackled at all.
I don't know where Thomas came out of.
Thomas came out of
nowhere. That's Wolfgram Michael, number
Pride
7.
tackle.
Just
pride tackle, number 40.
That's Long Jackson. I take that back. Loring Jackson. Loring Jackson's going to come on the backside. I didn't see him. The camera didn't see him. None of us saw him. And boom, he makes a tackle,
Pride
saving tackle. Oh, man. Jake Palmer was upset by that when he was taken out to the house to talk about it at school on Monday. Putting his head down and crossing over the goal line. And I think he got the ball over the goal line. There's a signal. It's a touchdown. Cumberland Valley. Tyler Sunday gets on the board and scratches the touchdown. He's a junior, 5'10". Cumberland Valley goes on the board. Take a look at it.
Yeah, it's tough running. Tough running by Tyler Sunday. He's a junior. He'll have opportunities this year and definitely next year he'll probably be the guy. And the one thing is nowadays, especially across the landscape, you see so much work put in the offseason. I mean, these kids, when the football season is over, many of them don't take tons of time off. They're right back at it, getting stronger, getting faster. I mean, you got to heal up a little bit and give your body time, but they're getting ready for this.
Man, there's just so much fun tonight at Cumberland Valley. They're going to send people up the stands, and Connor Long squeeze it in on the left side. 47 points put on the board by Cumberland Valley, 47-6 here. And there's Tyler Sunday coming into your living room scoring the touchdown. We'll be back on High School Sports Live.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time. When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
We have more Friday night high school sports live action coming up next week. Susquehanna Township, Central Dauphin East. I like that matchup, Jerome.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the matchups, especially when you get into the mid-pen, will definitely be very competitive. I mean, you have guys that they know each other. I mean, they've played against each other, at Little League, and they know each other. Some guys have played with each other, and it's been a rivalry. They've been playing against each other for years. So, you never know what you'll get. You have the perennial powers. I think Susquehanna Township has some years in the past where they were supposed to be really, really good, and they ended up not being as good as they hoped. And so they're trying to put it together themselves. I mean, you have a CD East team that I think has been ascending for years. I mean, they've been really, putting together some really, really good clubs and really pumping out some amazing athletes that have gone on to do big things at the next level. And one of them, I mean, I don't even know if you've kept an eye on him, Chase Edmonds. We used to call games that he was doing, and he's at Fordham, and he's a record-setting running back at Fordham. I mean, This guy broke all kinds of records as a true freshman running back, comes out his first game of the season this year and has another good game. So he's representing CD East extremely well, and he's been the pride of this area in many ways, one of those many that have been doing well at the next level.
Central York is going onto the bench a little bit and bringing some fresh legs, fresh numbers in. We've got a new quarterback checking in for Central York, number 14. That's Cade. He's a freshman. Prabula Cade. He's 6 foot 159. He's entered the game. Split out is Colin Chris, the sophomore, at wide out. And Cade's pass is completed toward Ben, the junior. He's 6'3", 215 pounds. That's his first catch of the night. On October 17th at the Hershey Theater, area families are in for a magical night as the Really Big Show is featuring rising country star Jessica Lynn, famous impressionist Christina Bianco, performance painter David Grabati from America's Got Talent, and special appearances from WNBA's Maggie Lucas, Harlem Globetrotters A-Train and Belinda, the Harrisburg Symphony, and much, much more. The Really Big Show is a special benefit for big brothers, big sisters of the Capital Region. This event is recommended for families. To get tickets, visit HersheyTheater.com or call 534-3505. Well, we have some scores in for you now. Central Dauphin 27, Susquehanna Township 7 after the third quarter. Wilson now goes up 24-0 over East in third quarter action.
And I tell you, we talk about athletes from the area, and we can't forget to talk about one from Cumberland Valley that was a star at the next level. Trevor Harmon went to Shippensburg University, a record-setting receiver there. And you're talking about coming from a wing T and then goes and breaks all kinds of records as a receiver at Shippensburg, and actually got an opportunity as a free agent, signed a free agent deal with the Arizona Cardinals, to get into camp. So, that shows you the type of athletes that come through here. Even in an offense that's a predominantly running offense, he's one of the best receivers at the Division II level in history. So that shows you the type of athletes that Cumberland Valley are able to pump out, and he's got a shot at the NFL, the next level.
Chris Collins on the carry for Central York. Beautiful pass. Great snap by Kate Pribobla. Well, look at the time he had. Get his feet set, delivers, and throws a great pass to Joe Jones. Flags on the play for Central York. Looks like there might be holding on that right side. Coming up, the Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game, and you know, right now, Cumberland Valley's had so many players and so many great plays tonight. I mean, I don't know, my vote would probably be Connor Long. I mean, he's just a kind of do-everything kind of guy, but there's that
definitely.
offensive line.
Yeah, offensive line, Connor Long. I thought Connor Long definitely had a really good game. And again, you know, this was one of those games that so many players can be seen. But I agree. I think Connor Long definitely had a monster game. The 5'10", 175-pound junior, you know, a senior, sorry about that, came in and just really did well. I thought Rhodes ran the ball well as also. And we have to talk about that.
And you know what time it is?
The hit parade.
It's time for the hit parade,
hit parade.
Let's take a
we
look
talk
at some
about
of this.
clean hits. We talk about the real hits. We talking about the legal hits that are always special. Guys are learning at young levels how to effectively tackle without hurting yourself. And I think that's what you're seeing. And that's what makes it so cool with the hit parade, is that we can still have good tackling, still have good hits, and yet they're all clean, all legal, all the time.
Goff on the carry.
parade.
He's going to be wrestled down. And like I said, a lot of other guys getting in the action here for Central York and Cumberland Valley. Cumberland Valley's put a lot of defensive changes in the front. Coming up, stay tuned for our Giant post game and then our Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game. And that is going to be it. There will not be another snap here tonight. Cumberland Valley 48, Central York Panthers 6. And that is going to say a lot of things. Look at that crowd over there from Cumberland Valley. That tells you tonight how things went their way. They go 2-0. I mean, they scored 33 points last week, 48 points this week. Cumberland Valley 48-6 over Central York. Everything went right tonight. We'll have more post-game. Stay tuned for our Giant post-game action and our Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game coming up after these messages.
Come and see the best deals in town at Brenner Nissan during the Labor Day sales event. Cash in with up to $1,000 Nissan Holiday Bonus Cash on most 2015 Altima and Versa models. Drive a new 2015 Nissan Altima 2.5S for just $169 a month or $169 down. Plus, you'll save with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months on many models. Get to the Labor Day sales event at Brenner Nissan today on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 24/7 at BrennerNissan.com.
Hi, my name is Jessica Lynn, and I'm so excited to be a part of the really big show coming up in October for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her two boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Well, welcome back to our Giant post game. We're going to let you know that our Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game, Connor Long tonight. He did everything. He kicks, he plays special teams, and we're going to sit it down to the field. We're going to kick it down to the field. We'll have Jerome going down the field here in a moment. I've got Reggie up here with us, Archie Smith. We saw a lot of things tonight, but more importantly, we just saw what the wing tee can do and the effectiveness of Cumberland Valley Eagles.
I agree. I actually liked what Cumberland Valley coach just did towards the end of this game. He left his offensive line in all the way till the five-minute mark of the game. But he subbed the backfield and brought his young guys in. And that's what you want to have, man. You want to have your offensive linemen gaining momentum, gelling together to be able to carry you through this gruesome schedule that these guys have.
And that's a great call on that. That's exactly what he did. And then at one point he went wholesale subs, and you saw a whole fresh new line in. But that offensive line, year after year here at Cumberland Valley, is always good. We're going to be kicking it down in a few moments here in our postgame. We're going to be going down onto the field with Connor Long. And Jerome Presley will have our player of the game, Connor Long, here in a few moments. He's getting that set up. But Connor Long is that tailback, because they go 3-4, different backs, and then can bring those younger guys in. This guy, he kind of did it all tonight, and appears that Jerome is ready. We're going to kick it down to Jerome on the field. Let's go down to Jerome right now, standing by with the Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game, Connor Long. Jerome?
We're here with Connor Long for the Brenner Dealerships Player of the Game. Connor, the offense was rolling today for Cumberland Valley. You guys exerted your will today against this Central York team. Can you talk about what preparation you guys went into to make this happen today?
We kind of just, went over their defense in their front, and, we went over, thousands of times, basically, of how to block it and what situations, how to block it. Unfortunately, we lost, Cole Klein, our big fullback, due to, calf something. And, kids stepped up today. Like, a lot of kids stepped up. That's how we need it. That's what we need, in the weeks to come, because, there's going to be injuries. And, we just study teams and, it's fundamentals. Low in the hip and drive off the ball and, make holes for the backs.
And I'll tell you, you talk about fundamentals, and that's what we saw up in the booth all day. You guys, you run so hard. Your line does so well. And can you talk about the offense? You guys run a wing tee, offense that not many schools now run. I mean, I know when I played years ago, everybody ran it. Now you don't see as many. So do you think teams don't see it as much, then have to prepare for it in a week that they may not ever see it again for the rest of the year? How do you think they can prepare?
Well, a lot of teams we play, we play them a lot. I mean, Spring Grove's probably the only one that we've played only twice. And, they know we run the ring tee. They know we like to run up the middle a lot, so they basically put a lot of men in the box. But we somehow, end up just running it down their throats, and that's what I love about CV football. Even people know us, and we don't pass a lot. We'll pass a couple times a game, but we would keep jamming it down their throats, and I love it. I love it.
And now you have the Big Ten Commonwealth, which is a really tough division, and you guys know that. But you always seem to pump out 9 wins, 10-win seasons. You're always in the hunt for a championship. What are the prospects for this year and your thoughts about the conference as you guys get closer to conference play?
Well, first we got to look out for McDevitt. I'm really looking forward to that one. I got some friends on the team, but this week, not my friends. But, then we start off, I don't know what we have next week, honestly. But there's a lot of good teams. CD, State College, we're down at their field. We just got to look out because, they got good, they have weapons that they can use and big guys. And, we're not a huge team, but, we use our speed and, quickness to our advantage. And, we just study them, week by week. We don't look ahead. We don't look ahead at all. We didn't talk one time about McDevitt this whole week. We just focused on Central York.
And there you have it. Brenner Dealership of Cars played a game. Connor Long, excellent game today. Cumberland Valley wins big. Back to you guys.
Well, we thank you a lot, Jerome. Connor Long, let's just look at the numbers, Archie. He had 50 yards rushing, 34 yards receiving, and a touchdown. And then he took one back of the house as the interception. He took 32 yards, returned it for 6. And he said, what we do, well, we study their defense, and then we cram it down their throat. Archie, I mean, that's what they did.
Man, look, this young man right here can definitely play on Saturday. He competed on offense. Actually, he was coming up making tackles. And then you see in the game today, playing defensive back, you have to be able to cover, but more importantly, you have to be able to tackle. And I seen this young man do it repetitively all night tonight.
Now, one of the things I wanted to ask you, Charlie, is Archie, excuse me, and I apologize. You're now seeing Central PA football. You know football in the South. You know speed. People talk SEC speed. You come to Central Pennsylvania, and what you've seen in a couple weeks, can you sum it up in a couple words? You've seen grind-out type of football, but what is it that – can you place it in words, this kind of football here in Central PA?
Pennsylvania, it's great quality football, great fundamental football, and these guys are big up here. I mean, these linemen, man – 6'4", 260, and some of them are just sophomores and juniors, man. So imagine when they get to senior, man, and you having to run behind those, man. So it's a big difference, man, between, Pennsylvania and the Southerners. The atmosphere, everything's different. The whole game is different, but it's not too much of difference between any of them in the game of football.
Yeah, when it comes to football, football's football. Let's go on our inside of our play of the game. Here it is. Strine back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to roll. He's going to throw it, and then he throws it to the wrong guy. He throws it to Connor Long. Connor Long's going to bust to the right side, not be touched. He's going to take it to the house. 32-yard touchdown. That's 3 TDs on the night, and that's why he was our Brenner Family Dealership Play of the game. There was a little pressure, but I don't know they really had the pressure. I don't know where he was looking downfield, and boom, just threw it into the traffic, and there's Connor Long. But tonight, Cumberland Valley here at Chapman Field at High School Sports Live. Cumberland Valley put 48 points up on the board, 48-6 over Central York for Chad Edwards and the Vicka crew. Charlie Fortin and the High School Sports Live staff. For Archie Smith, Jerome Presley, I'm Todd McCall. We want to wish you a good night. We'll see you next week. Susquehanna Township, Central Dauphin East. More high school football next Friday.